In your operating system, in your before class I will make a video of computer system architecture, single processor, multiprocessor and cluster system. I will explain single processor system means we can only main CPU and all this special purpose we can run in a limited instruction set. That one we can call it as a single processor. Multiprocessor means we can use a tightly coupled system or two or more processor we can use to communicate or share the computer. That one we can call it as a multiprocessing computer. And cluster system. Cluster means neither a single nor the multiprocessor. That one we can call it as a cluster system. In your cluster system we can work done based on the server and the client. In this class I will take a topic of operating system structure, OS structure. Operating system structure. In your operating system structure there are three types. In your operating system there are three types. First one is the batch system. Second one is the multiprocessing operating system. Third one is time sharing system. Time sharing system. First one is the batch system. Second one is the multiprocessing operating system. Multiprogramming operating system. Multiprogramming operating system. Third one is the time sharing system. What is batch system? What is multiprogramming system? You can see the before class multiprocessing system you can learn. In this structure we can use the multiprogramming. That one is the multiprocessing. This one is the multiprogramming operating system. And what is time sharing system? We can see it in this class. What is first batch system? Batch means set of job with similar needs. That one we can call it as a batch. What is batch? Batch. You can have only one subject you have, but sometimes we can segregate the batch 1 and batch 2. Both are also learn the same subject or same thing you can learn. Then we can go the lab batch 1 and batch 2. Same like this. This one also batch means it is the set of job with similar needs. Batch means set of job with similar needs. Set of job with similar needs we can call it as a batch. I will give one picture I will written now. Here we have a memory. Here we can use the job. Here 1, 2, 3. So one is the job. Batch. This one is the 1, 2, 3. What are the number will be there? That one is the batch 1, batch 2 or batch 3. This one is the batch. Memory information is same. Batch is different. We can what are the work also we can return the same job we can do it in here. That one is we can call it as a batch. Set of job with similar needs. That one we can call it as a batch. In batch processing same types of batch, job batch together and execute at a time. That one we can call it as a batch. Processing of same type of job, batching together and execute at a time. In your batch system, we can do the same operation. We can do operation and save job also. We can do jobs and batch 1 and batch 2. We can both are also we can use the same computer. It will be used by one, batch 1 and then batch 2. Job also, they will also do the same job and they will also do the same job in different time or different batches. That one we can what the operation will be performed. Here also we can do the different job. We can do it here. Different job. It means we can user 1 also same job will be done. User 2, user 3, user 4. Every one also execute the same program. That one we can call it as a batch system. Different user processing to the job, similar need of job and different batches. Those of we can make and execute the computer, or we can do the operation. That one we can call it as a batch. There is no direct interaction between user and the computer in this batch system. Why? Because we can have some advantages, and I will give one example also. I will give one advantages is payroll run of company. Some gas agencies, electricity bill produced by the batch lab. That one is the example of the batch system. What are the disadvantages will be though? We not interact with the user and the computer. We cannot no mechanism to criticize the process, or we can CPU is often idle because of the speed, and we can use the IO devices is slow. Everything is the disadvantages of your batch system. Next topic is multi-programming operating system. What is multi-programming operating system? What is multi-programming? We can do the multi-program. We can do the multi-program at the same time. That one we can call it as the multi-programming. What is the in this operating system? It picks the beginning to execute the one job from the memory. In this system, the CPU will be never be idle. It keep on processing. That one we can call it as a multi-programming. Multi-programming operating system means it will be pick and begins to execute the job. It will be take a program or take something information. It will be execute means it execute on the job from the memory until in this system CPU will be never be idle. It keep on processing. That one we can call it as a multi-programming operating system. It picks and begins to work or execute one job from memory in this system the CPU will never be idle and keeps on processing. keeps on processing. It will be work, keep on moving or keep on executing or keep on processing. That one we can call it as a multi-programming operating system. It never be idle. That one we can call it as a multi-programming operating system. What is the difference between uniprogramming and multi-programming? We can see it here. In your uniprogram, I will explain multi-programming. He is never idle. That one we can call it as a multi-programming. What is uniprogramming? It takes a lot of time to execute a single program. It takes a program to take a lot of time to execute a single program, or only execute only one program at a time. That one we can call it as a uniprogramming. It means, I will give one example. Uniprogramming means, I will write here, this one is the uniprogramming, this one is the multi-programming system. Uniprogram means we can execute the program A. We can execute means here we can run the program, that will be wait, some interrupt will be occurred, so it will be wait here, then it will be run, then it will be wait and execute, it will be do. It take a time to execute in a single program at a time. That one we can call it as a uniprogramming. Multi-programming means we can use the program A, program B, program C. Number of program we can use the same time. It means here also we can run the program. Sometime some interrupt will be occurred, means it will be wait some time, then it will be run, then wait. Second one also here wait some time, then it will be run, wait some time, it will be run. It is a combined of programming A and B, a process like sometimes it works program, it will be run A. We can program A and B, it will be, we can give a simultaneously, mean it will be work, run A, afterwards it will be run B, wait sometimes, then it will be runs A programming, and it will be simultaneously it work the run B. That one is the programming, multi-programming operating system. One job is needed to wait the IO processing to the process switch to the another job. That one we can call it as a multi-processing. It will be take some time. We can use separately, we can use to execute, or combined or simultaneous also we can use to execute the program. That one we can call it as a multi-programming operating system. In your multiprocessing or resource utilization, how it will be affected to the multiprogramming and the resource utilization, how it's work we can use now. What are the program it will be do? First we can process use, we can use to process use, some memory use, how much of memory we can use, how much of process we can use, how much of disk we can use, how much of printer, elapsed time, throughput time, mean response time, everything it will be based on how much of time it will be taken to the uniprocessing and the multiprocessing. I will see here, this is the program, it will be do both uni and multiprogramming. Here I will take a uniprocessing, here I will take a multiprocessing. Uniprocessing, the process uses 20% use at a time. In here multiprocessing we can use the 40%. Here we can use the 33% of memory we can use. Here we can use a 67% of memory. Here we can use a 33. Here also we can use a 67. Here also 33, 67. Here elapsed time is, here we can take the elapsed time. Here we can take 30 minutes of time. Here we can take 15 minutes of time to execute. Here throughput is 6 jobs per hours. Here 12 jobs per hours. Mean represented time here 18 minutes. Here 10 minutes. This one is the difference between the uni and multi-programming operating system. Program will be work, how much of user and the time will be taken. Everything we can see it in this one. Next and the last one, time sharing system. Time sharing system. What is time sharing system? Time sharing system is very similar to the multi-programming. This one also similar to multi-programming. It means, in fact, time sharing system, an execution of the multi-processing system. It can be used to handle the multiple interactive jobs. Then process time is shared among with the multiple users. That one we can call it as a time sharing system. Time sharing system means we can do the one operating system. It will be segregate the job with the job 1, job 2, job 3, job 4. Like this, it will be segregate the works. That one we can call it as a time sharing. We can use the 0 to 512. Okay, this time will be taken to execute the or sharing the system. That one we can call it as a time sharing system. The user can receive an immediate response. Why user receive the immediate response? That one we can call it as a time sharing. It means minimize the response time. We can take to execute the minimum response time. Command enter at the terminal. That one we can call it as a time sharing. It means some advantages. It provides a quick response will be given. Advantages: quick response, and avoid duplicate software. It will be avoid duplicate of software, and it will be reduce CPU idle time. What are the disadvantages will be there in this one? It is the problem is reliability. This one is the question of security. Security is less. Why? Because so many will be worked here. Job 1 user also multiple user worked in a same job. So this one is the unsecure to use. It is the question of security. And second one is problem of data communication.